it just was getting really bad. It was getting bad. I was really big into marijuana, really big. I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle people. I couldn't handle being around anybody. And it got to the point where I didn't even want to leave the house. I didn't even want to leave my bedroom. And it got to the point where every 4 hours of every single day of the week, I was smoking marijuana. As far as my childhood goes, my mom and my dad were divorced very early. I actually remember a physical fight between them, and it was shortly thereafter that they ended up divorcing, and I didn't see my mom at all. I started getting into Satanism. I was picking up the Satanic Bible, starting to learn people's names backwards. I wasn't doing any sacrifices of any kind, but I was definitely interested, and I actually thoroughly believed that there was no God, that Satan was the creator of all things. At the age of 10, I found a Playboy magazine, and that's something I'll never forget. The image is like engraved into my mind. It's just one of those things that it just absolutely sucks you in, and it clearly is an addiction. I mean, once you start to have it, it's hard to let go. You want more and more and more of it. It just became a problem. It became a problem in my first marriage. You know, I was constantly looking at pornography. There were times I'd wake up early in the morning, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, just so I can view pornography. I would go out and buy magazines or movies and just to throw them away the same day. My dad's not a believer. My mom is a believer now, but she was never around in the picture to, instill those, instill God into us and just teach us about God and let us know. So I grew up not knowing about God. Back in '96, I became a Christian, but I did nothing for my walk. I never had a personal relationship with God. I always knew that God was there. And it wasn't until John chapter 8, verse 11, when Jesus says, "Neither do I condemn you. Go now and leave your life of sin." And when I read, "Neither do I condemn you," I realized at that moment, God knew everything that I have done. And He knew that I intentionally went and looked at pornography, even though I knew it was wrong. And He forgave me regardless. And then as soon as I read, "Go now and leave your life of sin," this overwhelming feeling came over my body. At the time, I was 245 pounds. It dropped me to my knees because I realized at that moment He healed me of my addiction to porn. And as of right now, I have not looked at pornography and have no desire to look at pornography. And I know wholeheartedly that God healed me, and it's just an amazing thing. I don't even know how much time went by. A lengthy period of time we were not going to church or doing anything. And we just felt this connection. We just felt Cornerstone was a good fit for us. I definitely started coming in July, and that's when really God worked with me to start reading the Bible and just having a personal one-on-one relationship with Him. Just to see what God has done with, in my life, just mentally, spiritually, and then healing me of my addiction to porn. It's just truly amazing. And I know throughout all these years, including my childhood and everything else, that Satan has lied to me. He has built up strongholds in my mind to keep me away from having a relationship with God. I'm just looking forward to what God is going to do and how He's going to use me. And that's my prayer, that I just ask Him to use me in however way He wants to use me. And I want His will, not my will, but I want His will. And I cannot wait. Cannot wait.